Hello boys and girls, Steve Fletcher here and welcome to the Everything Guide to Learning Guitar. Before we go any further, can I ask you please to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and really help me grow my online business. Okay, so we are in the further bar chords section of the Everything Guide to Learning to Play Guitar. Now it's at this point that we've gotten to a stage in your learning where you can sort of pick and choose what you want to do. You've got yourself to a nice stage with your guitar playing. You've learned absolutely loads of chords and absolutely loads of ways to strum them and play them and absolutely loads of songs as well. But where we're at now is this really delightful phase where you can just do whatever it is that you want to do, you know, following these videos. So if you are following along as a student of mine, then welcome. If you are here just wanting to learn the chords to this track, then you've come to the right place. If you are a student of mine already, either at school or on Zoom or in private lessons, then you will get the accompanying sheets to these songs automatically in your lesson. You should already have it if you're watching this video. If you're just watching out there in internet land, then hello and welcome. And if you want the accompanying sheet, which shows you all the chord boxes and what have you and the structures of the song, then you can get that direct from me. If you go to my website, the link is down there in the description, then you can get those sheets quite easily. And I would really advise you do that because obviously it's really helpful to have those accompanying sheets so you can see what you're doing properly. So what we're going to do in this next section is we're going to start solidifying these bar chords. We've already completed the bar chord section and you can find a link to that playlist up there where we've learnt the four main bar chord shapes that you need to get by. And what we're going to do now is start to proceed further and further up the neck. Now, we're not going to cover, you know, a chord on every single fret, on every single string, because that would just be a ridiculous amount of overkill. We've already covered a lot of the, you know, how to spot where your chords are stuff in your learning the notes on the guitar, which is up there. What we're going to do is just sort of pick 8 songs that just cover a few bar chords as they move up and down the guitar neck to really try and solidify this idea of, you know, you've got the same shape always with those bar chords, but because of where the root note is and the notes that are underneath your fingers, the shape might stay the same, but the chord name changes. Now, what I'm going to show you is, as I always do, is I'm showing you the song slowed down, and I'm also then showing you the song at full speed. And then for when you've cracked it, we've got the backing track for you to just play along to as well. All right, so let's dive right in. Okay, so what we're going to do today is Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters. This song was released in 1999 from the band's Nothing Left to Lose album, and it had a sort of an infamous music video with it featuring not only the band but also friends of the band, Tenacious D, Jack Black and Kyle Gass are in there as well. It's really funny. Just check it out. Chord-wise, what we're bringing to the occasion today as a new chord for you learners out there is the F sharp minor chord. Now, we did the F minor chord. We did that in Space Oddity by David Bowie, which you can find clicking there. All that's going to happen with that F minor chord is you're just going to move it forward 1 fret. That 2nd fret there on the low E string, that is your F sharp note. So we're trying to just solidify where these notes are on the guitar. And then, of course, you've got the minor bar chord shape after it. Sounds like that. Now, if you want to be really brave, and, you know, why not? We're going to sneak in a sort of a slight variation on that F sharp minor. We're going to try and encourage you. You don't have to, but it would be great if you did. We're going to encourage you to do the F sharp minor 7 chord. Now, again, this is something that we talked about when we were doing the notes on the guitar and just sort of moving those bar chords around, is how we can do those 7th chords And basically, to turn that F sharp minor into an F sharp minor 7, what we're going to do is remove that little finger, yoink, and we get something that sounds like that. What this means, the minor 7 is probably the bar, or the bar chord, where you use the most of your bar in there. There's only that one note there that isn't in that bar. So you might find that some of those notes aren't as ringy as you would like them to be. You're really opening up a lot of those notes in the bar. So just, give it that little bit of a push with your practice to just get that chord sounding nice. Now, structure-wise, I'm not saying sorry. I didn't write the song. It's up to the Foo Fighters to say sorry. It's got a bit of a stupid thing with the chorus, and the choruses are the same every single time. But what we have, which is really off-putting, or it can be for the beginner, is we have the chorus, and then each time you do the chorus, the end of the chorus is different. And that seems to happen almost every time. So there is a little bit, if you look at your accompanying sheet, then there is a little bit of jumping around with chorus and sort of end of chorus 1, end of chorus 2, and all that kind of stuff. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but it's not the worst thing that you've ever had to deal with, but it's just something you need to be aware of. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please stick around on this journey of the Everything Guide to Learning Guitar. Check out my website for loads more learning resources, and we'll see you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.